Yo, it's your boy Henji.
What's good? It's Thieves.
We back running with Check Up One-on-One. Tweez, what's happening? We got a fresh week. Talk to him.
Man, it's been a exciting week in football. Basketball revving up.
Mm-hmm.
Sports is just turning that corner, that one you like. And then even baseball is getting to October. It's October time. Yeah, I love it.
Shoot, even hockey rolling.
Man, it's good.
You know what I'm saying?
This
Like,
is the best time in
everything
sports.
good. Everything is good. All good in the hood. Man, let's get right to
Let's
it.
dive into the docket.
Docket work. Y'all know what it is. It's a fresh week, so we got to get to them thieves. It's a fresh week of contract thieves. Bum 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 ba-dum bum.
Still stealing. It's bad.
Bum bum ba-dum bum bum. Bum bum ba-dum bum. Tweez, jump right to it, my boy.
Well, this person is a bad. It's a bad smell. It's coming from Dallas.
Oh,
It's rank over there.
yeah, they just got smoked.
Not only did they get smoked, they didn't see a red zone. No red zone trips.
I didn't know that for real.
They lost the first down battle 8-25.
Oh my god.
And the reason that this happened is Dak Prescott. Dak, 7.32 fantasy points. You know, I love the fantasy points. That's not going to do it.
Ain't gonna cut it for nobody.
14 for 24, 153 yards, 1 TD, 3 interceptions.
What the hell, Dak?
Now, I know the defense didn't fare too well. Gave up a hat trick to Kittle. But let's just talk about what you're doing over there, Dak. Not only are you stealing money, but you're grabbing accomplices.
Who's with him?
You got CD feeling like an actual compact disc. Not used.
Obsolete.
Frustrated on the sidelines. Watching George Kittle get a hat trick. Getting passes. And he's pissed. He's mad. Because Dak is not using him or any other parts of the offense. He's actually, because of how ineffective he is, he's allowing them to pile up on Tony Pollard. No one is having fun because Dak is stinking it up. And I'd like to leave it at that. But Mr. McCarthy,
Coach,
you're piling up a strong case for a Rico. Contract thief. You have issues with the way that you're using your team, with this old style offense that you're running and everything. And again, like I said, CD Lamb, he's gonna get paid $17 million this year. The contract thing, the way y'all forcing him to steal from y'all. He wants to play, but he's getting 4 receptions a game. That's pedestrian, and it's not his fault. It's Dak's fault. It's Dak's fault this week, and if it happens again, it's on Mike. That's it for me, man.
Hey, I ain't mad at that one. Yeah, you had to let some steam off right there with that one, Tweet.
Playing bad.
Get right, Dak, because they thinking about some stuff with you, my boy. You understand? The future ain't so, bright with you. They're considering some things.
It's not sold up.
Let's get there. Y'all know I've been going to some coaches recently. I'm going to stay there right now. Sean Payton. Coach Payton in Denver. What is going on, Sean Payton? It's a build-up.
Rico.
Let's talk about it. You got the Broncos 1-4. You ran your mouth last season on Fox Sports, on Colin Cowherd's show, all season about a few things. How Tua was going to be benched by middle of the season. Tua remembered that. And what did they do? Hang 70 on your head.
Shellacking.
Your head. You said, Oh yeah, the Denver head coach last year. No, the job was so bad. Vic Fangio can't coach. He ain't this. He ain't that. It don't look no better.
So what is this?
What is going on? What happened this week? You lost to the Zach Wilson-led Jets. Zach
Zach is bad news.
And he lost to them. Now, mind you, so you want to go ahead and rev your team up after Russell Wilson gets the strip sack from you? Want to go ahead and yell at him on the bench? Russell Wilson don't care. No one believes in you. They're like, you did all that barking, all that talking, and ain't nothing changed. Sean Payton, you, sir, are a contract thief. Sean Payton, you made the team trade picks, actual players for the coach. I ain't never heard.
Trading players for your expertise, and this is what you.
Sean Payton, you, sir, are a contract thief. Let me take it to my last thief here. Thieves. It's a group of guys.
Who are they? Sure.
These guys let down one man. These guys let down a whole organization.
Uh-oh.
And it's, you know what? They come in pairs. Hands. They come in pairs. I got a pair. You got a pair.
Butterfingers out there?
The Ravens
Ooh.
had 12 hands. 6 pairs. 6 drops out there this past weekend. And everyone's going to say, oh, yeah, Lamar Jackson didn't do this. Lamar didn't throw a touch. Because they dropped them.
So it's the whole staff.
Nelson Aguilar dropped. Bateman dropped. Odell Beckham, no separation, forced pick. Odell Beckham, you are making almost $20 million this year. I know you've been injured, but you have 7 receptions for 79 yards through 5 weeks. Something has got to change. Baltimore Ravens, something has got to change, and it's got to change fast. These guys are putting the ball on the ground crazy. Lamar is dropping his helmet, throwing against the ground 16 times because he is upset. Ravens receiving core, get it together.
Well, dropping it all.
You guys are the contract thieves. We're going to move on. It has been some stellar quarterback play in the NFL. Tweez. These right here are checking one-on-ones. Top 5 NFL quarterbacks through the first 5 weeks. We can run it up with our 5. Tweez, talk to him.
All right. Starting off the top 5, first 5. We got Jalen Hurts. All right. Solid start to the season. 6 TDs. All right. Got 4 interceptions. But he's also putting the ball in the end zone on the ground. All right. Not to mention, just like a lot of these quarterbacks, all right, he's working with the team. He's working with the unit. But he is poised and enjoying some beautiful comfort time.
Oh, all day.
Beautiful comfort time.
He got protection. He pat the baby. He burping the baby back there, Joe.
Relaxed.
It's ridiculous, man. It's wonderful.
And delivering. And winning football. Winning football gets you on this list.
5-0. And I'm going to tell you one thing that they have one of the most unstoppable plays. The tush push. That 4th and 1, I mean, it's just every time. Moving on. Number 4, we got Pat Mahomes. Leading the Chiefs with a 4-1 record. Pat's just being Pat. He's got no number 1 receiver right now. And he's just figuring out how to win games. Kelsey is on one leg. Kelsey is kissing Taylor Swift. I mean, it's a lot going on around Pat.
He's just Pat. He's doing what he's supposed to do. We expect him to win. Don't like his voice, but we expect him to win and deliver.
They lost week 1 and everyone was like, uh-oh, there's a problem in KC. They won 4 in a row. Granted, they ain't been the way they wanted to happen, but they won 4 in a row.
He has a knack for winning.
Pat, 10 touchdowns, 4 picks, 4th in QBR. And they finding the guy right now. They find this new receiver, Rashee Rice. Apparently, they're trying to figure out if he's going to be the number 1. If Pat finds them a receiver, a go-to guy, it gets dangerous for this offense. It gets dangerous for the league. Number 3, moving on up. We got Jared Goff. Jared Goff is having an outstanding season. 9 touchdowns, 3 picks. 5th in QBR with 71.2. And he is leading the Detroit Lions to a 4-1 record. No one's really talking about these guys under the radar. But they're letting everybody know. They're letting everybody know since week 1.
Good football team.
We are here.
And real. Defense.
I mean, I know we're talking about the quarterbacks, but they got Aiden Hutchins over there playing great defense. They're tenacious. They thorough. They can do a little bit of everything. But Jared Goff is up there leading the pack. Moving on to the second guy. Number 2. We are at Tua Tagovailoa.
Doing it up. Answering all the doubters. Just like you talked about Peyton earlier. Man, he's delivering. He's getting the ball out. Making it happen.
He put 70 on Sean Payton's neck.
70
points. He was like, I remember what you said. I remember that segment.
And you knew that he knew. There's got to be something to be said about someone having the confidence in their quarterback to go out and say that they're going to have a 2,000-yard season.
Yeah.
Right? He knew that he was going to be able to get that ball from Tua.
That's it.
He knew it.
Mm-hmm. And again, I'm just here again, Tua, 11 touchdowns, 5 picks. He is 3rd in completion percentage at 71.7%. These guys 4-1, and let me tell you, this is a air raid. They make it happen. This is one of the fastest teams in the league, and Tua is just delivering. And like you said, you talked about protection earlier with Jalen Hurts. How he's patting the ball like a baby. Tua, he's only been sacked 6 times. League low,
standing upright.
He's protected, and if he's protected, he's one of the more accurate guys in the league. He's going to get it done. He's going to deliver. Don't you worry. Continue to do it up to it. The number 1 quarterback through 5 weeks is Brock Purdy. Mr. Irrelevant. No one saw it coming. This guy is undefeated in regular season play.
Hello.
Since he's been inserted as a starter last year, he is undefeated. He has not lost a game.
Who knew Brock would be like Floyd?
That's what I'm trying to say. Brock's 5-0. Brock has the highest QBR in the league. 2nd in completion percentage at 72%. 9 touchdowns. 0 interceptions.
And he's extremely comfortable back there. He's reading Harry Potter novels. He's got his feet kicked up. He's ordering lattes.
Bro.
And delivering throws. Dots.
And granted, they got weapons, but Brock is not missing not a single one of the weapons. That's our top 5. Check up 101. Top 5 quarterbacks through the first 5 weeks of the NFL season. Tweez. Hey, man.
What's up?
You over here, man? Last thing on the docket. It's time to get there. We've been having this conversation sparingly here and there on the show. Talking about Team USA basketball. Here's what I say we do, my boy. So we try to put together our starting 5. Actually, the first 6 with the 6th man as well.
Okay.
We try to put together this roster. All right. And we just go ahead. We try to make this work. So let's go ahead and get there. Let's talk about the 2 committed guys that we already got on the team that I have heard of so far. We already have Kevin Durant and Joel Embiid. Those guys have already committed to Team USA. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you think.
I think just that alone just makes me feel so much better about USA basketball. Seeing what we just saw. USA basketball was getting dominated in the paint. I mean, just tossed around. Offensive rebound struggles. Rebounds. They couldn't clean the play. Couldn't end the play. Now you're talking about Joel Embiid. Real force in the paint. Glad to have him committed. And then, we got KD. He's a veteran. He knows what to do in the Olympics. He knows how to be the perimeter threat and still be a paint defender.
The face of Team USA.
Understood.
The face.
All right. Yes. KD, Joel, great start.
I love it. I mean, like I said, KD was originally committed because he's the face of the team. He's the guy that, this team revolves around. He's the one.
Seems like you're building something here.
Then we have Joel Embiid, of course. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. I mean, we've been waiting to see him play in international competition. for a while now. We just want to see. I want to see what's up with that. I think he's going to be a force. Again, he's from Cameroon, so he's grew up. I mean, I know he's a late bloomer in the basketball world, but I feel like that's where he started playing the game. He grew up learning this foreign style of play. So I think he's ready. I love it. So at this point, Tweez, who you got at the next spot?
At the next spot, I think I want to say LeBron James. LeBron James. Let's go ahead and get this together here. We're talking about a guy who just led the team in assists. He's LeBron James. He is basketball to the world. And I'm not the biggest LeBron guy, but I'm talking about right now what's going on. You bring LeBron in. Let's go ahead and finish this story. He started the campaign. Let's go ahead and run it. Let's finish it up. LeBron, bring all the stars back. Let's take the gold back.
I'm over this LeBron. I'm over it. I'm honestly over it. We don't. But if that's what it's going to be, if we are just going to push the agenda, cool. LeBron is going to be the third starter on this team.
Why not? And look, he helps surefire the paint. Rebounder.
He will be a rebounder. He will be another facilitator on the floor. Facilitate for KD, facilitate for Embiid. I mean, in that sense, it's cool. But again, we know how it's been because he already started we've been communicating and talking to guys. Like, it's just like, bro, we didn't, no.
It's the LeBron, it's LeBronifying the story. It's a thing.
For the next spot, so right now we got KD, we got Joel Embiid, we got Bron. For my next spot, I mean,
what you like?
This guy showed what he could do this summer. This guy was the best player on the USA team in FIBA. And I think he needs to go ahead and make the jump to be the starter, even on this supposedly high-profile team. Ant-Man. Anthony Edwards. I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had some other people. I was thinking about Tatum.
Booker?
I thought about Book. I even thought about Halliburton. I just liked how Halliburton's play was this year in the Team USA.
Man, I like.
To be honest,
I've always been a Halliburton.
Talk to me.
Big stock on Halliburton. I like the idea of having someone like that on the floor.
Ant-Man?
I think Ant-Man is versatile. I think he has the defensive ability.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I will say against the idea of Ant-Man being in that kind of starting lineup, I think that whole thing that we saw in FIBA that was give Ant the ball and get out the way, I think that's Dev Fred on this team. This is the A squad. I think that we have to see him actually suffer kind of like with what Ingram dealt with, having to adjust to not being the focal point and figure out how to pick your spots. So I think that might affect him in terms of having that experience.
I just think, what you said with Bron coming into play, Bron setting him up, Bron getting him in his spots, I think it's going to be great for Ant-Man. I think this is going to be another time to develop. Although it'll come after this season that it's going to happen, I think he's going to take another huge stride out of playing with his guys. He's going to take another huge stride out of being with the lineup with KD, sharing the floor with him, learning how to understand how the floor works with another talented scoring star.
He does think KD is. They say KD is his guy. That's his goat.
Sharing the floor with Bron, a guy that can facilitate and get him the spots in the way that he needs to have the ball. And then he can shoot.
He can shoot the rock.
And that's one thing that you need in an overseas game. You gotta be able to shoot.
How do you explain the jump over D-Book in terms of the experience? And then what do you say about a guy like Drew Holiday maybe sneaking into this lineup?
I just think that you need some high quality depth of guys where you won't take no drop off when they come in the game.
Okay.
But I think Drew Holiday still got an opportunity to. Drew Holiday, Dame, they got space on this team to start. But like I said here, so right now we're at KD, Bron, Joel, Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
Who's our fifth spot? Who do you have as the fifth spot?
I think it's clear what we got to do. I think it's the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
We're competing for world.
We are.
So how do we not send out the best shooter in the world, in the history of the NBA. Steph Curry needs that spot. That's why I wasn't thinking about any of these other guys. Steph Curry's the only other guard that's going to start, or that needs to start for USA basketball. If we're going to do it, let's just do it all together. Let's send out the actual Monstars.
Like I said beforehand, I respect him. I got nothing bad to say about Steph Curry. But there was not a problem with USA basketball. These guys just got gold with the roster just 3 years ago. Put a little bit of respect on their name. Now, other than that, Steph, I get it. But Team USA is a program. Team USA has guys that have been around through the FIBAs. They've been around through the endless camps. They've been around traveling. They've been around playing the exhibition games. Steph, where have you been?
You don't think you're being a bit choosy?
Why?
Because the experience is not keeping Ant Edwards off the starting lineup. Ant Edwards is new. And he's only got some FIBA bump with the C League.
He's been a part of the program.
He
He was the face of the program.
Why should Steph have to join a ragtag bunch of gentlemen and play in the C League?
It's no disrespect. Steph can come right off the pine. Steph can come right off. And it's not a problem. This isn't a because you're the MVP. No. Program.
We got to bring out our real dogs and make a statement and have no issue with that.
What's the statement? Win another gold?
These teams are not those teams. This is not 4 years ago. These guys are hungry. They see blood. All right? Canada, the real Canada, is the real Canada. They're coming to play.
Them boys.
They're coming to play. You got to send out Steph Curry, LeBron, KD, and it sounds like I'm naming the Monstars. I want to see that. And fine, come on out there.
Drew was going to put the pressure on all of them. Program. You want to go Dame? They all been there. They're medalists. Gold.
Not one of those gentlemen is in the sphere of Stephen Curry's ability.
Oh, there's no. Let me tell you this. I'm not here for that. I'm just here to say, and again, I'm standing on what I've said weeks ago. There's not a problem in Team USA. We've already sent out a good A-list team. And we won the gold. Steph, come to the team. But you need to learn the program.
Learn the program.
That's it.
Look, the game is different, I guess. But you want to tell you this. If anybody's game is made to transfer from these worlds,
oh my goodness,
it's Steph Curry.
Oh, it's going to translate.
It's going to translate.
Because there's only one way to guard Steph Curry. You better come out there and guard him.
Maybe I'm being a little bit selfish. I want to see the records. Carmelo, that 3-point record is through.
Oh, man, that's what this is about.
It's done. Melo, that record is done. It's done. It's done. I want to see it. Give Steph all the opportunity to do what he's going to do. Fly high. Give him the rock. Let's see what goes on. Let's see them open up the lane from that Steph gravity. Let's see what kind of highlights we see this year.
Respect. 6 man. I'm with the program. I'm keeping it consistent.
Okay.
These guys, the guys I'm talking about, been around. So when you took Steph to the last starting spot, that he's Dame, maybe Drew Holiday, D Book, Draymond Green.
Ooh.
My 6 man. I like D Book. Another guy that can just spell any one of the guys on the floor, maybe except for Joel Embiid, and really not too much is lost. I mean, you take KD off the floor, you still got Bron with the size. You take Anthony Edwards off the floor, you have another spot shooter, another guy that can play off the. I mean, versatility at its finest. And again, just a guy that just got to be out there, make some shots, spot play, crash boards, play some defense. Like, I don't think that the scoring is going to be an issue. And he was a part of the program. He was here the last time around when they won gold, when it wasn't a problem.
All right, so I hear you with the program right. All right, I guess you would go with Devin. You would go with Devin if that was the case. I'm just picking the best basketball players and putting them in the situation to succeed. If I want my sixth man, it's gonna have to be Jason Tatum. All right, because I want that scoring. There's no drop off.
No drop off.
Right, but that size in the international game, Tatum is more like a real four. He's a real four.
Yeah,
and I think that's what I want to bring in. Someone who's a real four, but can still affect the game like any other position that's above that 4, 3, 2, 1. Tatum can give you that. Talking about spot up threes, he can do that too. Of course, he loves to do a little sidestep, but he can still apply that pressure as a shooter. And I think that he's just that smidget more on defense.
I got you. I got you.
And I think that we're doing that thing that we did, like as a NBA community the whole year before, is overlook Tatum for the likes of Devin Booker, right? And these other guys that are like more flashy. But I think Tatum needs his time. He thinks it's not time to establish himself as that like fifth real star.
I agree. I'm with you. I can see it. I do, but I just am going with the guy also that's on the floor with KD. Share the floor with him. Knows him. Familiarity. He knows where I'm going to be. I know where he's going to be. It works. And KD's been on the floor with Steph. It works. It's just natural. It's a great flow. We know what's going on. It's easy for us to communicate. And again, like I said, I don't want to beat the dead horse, but it's just the program. Nothing was off. These guys had a great mix. They had a great flow. They had a great function. They were beating the brakes out of guys. When they weren't, they came back and still ended up beating the brakes out of guys. I love the Team USA. Like I said, I love assembling these great stars. I see it. But again, I just hate the whole play that there's an issue. Team USA is down.
It's not necessarily there's an issue. It's just bigger and better and stronger. Let's go. Then the other thing I gotta ask though, right? Who's Zeke? Who's gonna feel bad because they just didn't make the cut?
Who was going to feel bad they didn't make the cut? I mean, I think it's a few different guys, and I think it's the way how they like approach it. Like, if they don't ask Kawhi Leonard, will he feel a certain type of way? You know what I'm saying? But we know what's up with you. Low management. Are you going?
Does he want to play?
Do you want to? You know what I mean?
And is it like to say like the weird question is Paul George is like just not. He's never gonna
play. He probably done.
Just probably would never play that, right?
He's probably done playing. But I feel like with Joel, there's only one more big man. Is it AD or is it Bam? You know, so
and is there any world where someone like Dame gets left off?
I don't think so. I think Dame makes the squad. I think there's no question. I think it's just whether Dame don't want to play after the Bucks win the championship. But I think he's on the team again. He was with the whole mess the first time around. So I feel like those guys, especially like the real stars, those guys got to come back. I'm not saying like Keldon Johnson comes back.
Keldon's through. Nice try, Pop.
You know what I'm saying? Like he don't come back, but I feel like Dame, he definitely comes back to the bottom.
You think that Reeves sneaks on this roster?
I think there might be a way that Reeves sneaks on this roster, but he has to have a great year. I mean, Reeves showed some flashes that he could play international ball.
So Zach would be through, right?
Zach could be through.
If we got Austin, then there's no way they're gonna have Austin and Zach, or maybe I don't see how they could have Andrew, and Dame and Steph. Nah, that's a lot.
I mean, you got what 13 guys, so we only got 6 right now. So for our 6, we got KD, Joel Embiid, Bron, Anthony Edwards, Steph, Devin Booker. That's the first 6. We're going to be rounding out this roster real soon. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Leave a comment. Let us know. Like the video. Subscribe. Tweet, you got any last words?
Damn, Bam.
Damn, Bam. Hey, man, that's it for us. We're going to holler at y'all. We out.